Minute left, folks. A minute left for showtime. We have a special stream tonight. Normally we don't do streams like this. Normally we stream on the very first Tuesday of a given month. Figured all the stuff at the Funko Fundays. Why not talk about it? Let you guys know what's going on and what I will be expecting to get. Just let you guys know what's down the pipe or coming down the pipe. And we are live. We have some new people in the chat tonight. I want to thank all the new subscribers who have come in to Rook Geek Goodness. If you've come here because of friends of the channel, thank you very much. I pretty much know who did this. Thank you for those people who are out there who help get new subscribers to the channel. I'm always looking to expand our viewership here. If you're not familiar, Rook Geek Goodness is my channel. My name is Rook. That's what I go by on YouTube. I'm basically a YouTuber. I do this content normally on Tuesday and Thursdays for normal videos. Normally the very first Tuesday of a given month, I put out content for streams. That's how I normally do my videos. But because of all the stuff that has broken about the last week or so, the end of Friday, and stuff leading into the beginning of this week, for the Funko Fundays, new information has dropped. And I want to talk base about what that's all about, because there's some interesting stuff to talk about. There's a little bit of speculation and guesswork. I'm going to try to put all those rumors to rest. I've scoured and got all my information. I've gotten factual data. I'm going to show you what was available in the Funko boxes, what's currently out there right now, what they're going for in the secondary market, and should you buy or not buy these items right now. So, don't want to get ahead of myself. Again, I want to thank everybody who came into the stream tonight. Let's talk first about the giveaway. If you're new to the channel, I just celebrated my 6th-year anniversary on YouTube. I kicked off this channel back on July 4th, 2016. I've been doing this now for 6 years. I have over 750 videos in my catalog. I do things from Funko reviews, subscription unboxings. I do statue openings, toy hunting videos, action figure reviews. I do a lot of stuff, not just Funko, but my primary of items in my collectibles, as you can see across my studio behind me, is mainly Funko. That's the main thing I collect, main thing I draw to. Action figures would be a close second, and even statues. So, yep, that's true, Jackie. Thanks for coming in, Rainbow. Thanks again, all the new subscribers. So I'm going to let you guys know about the giveaway. There's a giveaway running until the beginning of August 1st. There's 2 giveaways we're doing. One is a Funko item, one is an action figure. If you're interested in the items, let me get the links up here so I can get them over to you guys. I didn't think people would be interested in it, so screw it, let me put up the giveaway links anyway. Get them here, 1 second. First item is a Funko item. I decided to do something a little bit different, and I went with something that I think people may like. But as far as the giveaway, as far as the numbers, it's much lower than the action figure. The main item, first and foremost, is this guy right here. I'll drop him in the chat in a second. First item is a Hot Topic exclusive. It is the Captain Hook Blacklight version. This is a giveaway for Pop Villains. This goes to 1 winner. So this is going to be drawn on August 1st. I'm going to do a live drawing, as I always do. I'm going to basically put a video up, showcase the drawing. Make sure that this is open to only U.S. residents. If you're a U.S. resident, I highly recommend jumping into this giveaway. I'll put it into the stream right now so you can see it. Give me 1 second here. This is for the Blacklight Captain Hook. If you're interested in that, I recommend going for that giveaway. You basically enter it, very simple. All my giveaways are always free. I don't charge people for giveaways. The easiest way to do it is subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you do all 4 of those things, you get 3 bonus entries. This is all through a company called Gleam.io. It's a free website. I don't charge people to anything. All the information, again, is confidential. I don't give out any information. I don't try to capture anybody's data. The only time I'll ever reach out to somebody is if they have won something. If they have not, then I don't worry about it. So, and if you get an email, it's coming from me. I always tell people in my emails, if you're getting an email from Rook, I'm the one sending it out to you. I don't have a bunch or network or a bunch of people who work for me. I'm a one-man operation. I've always been a one-man operation. So what you see is always coming from me. The other one is an action figure. Let me get it ready here for you. And this chat tonight, the stream should be about 30 to 45 minutes long. Normally I do streams on the first Tuesday every month. They're about 30 minutes up to an hour. I don't stream anything more than that. I know people's time are valuable to them. I don't want to take more time away from somebody than I have to. Second item we're done is this guy right here. Because the brand new Thor Love and Thunder movie, which I've just seen, we have Jane Foster, Mighty Thor. This is going to go out to one winner as well. Again, open to the continental United States, and this goes out to one winner. So again, Thor Love and Thunder, if you're interested in that particular giveaway, here is the link for that one as well. Again, these are free giveaways. I recommend them if you're interested in toys, collectibles, things like that. Definitely jump into those giveaways. So, let's now talk about, well, the drink of choice. I always have a drink of choice I have in my streams. We're doing some old school Coca-Cola, Cherry Coke right here. That's what we're doing right there. So now let's talk about the big elephant in the room, and that's the Funko Fundays Box of Fun for 2022. This box was completely different than prior year's boxes. If you're not familiar with Funko Fundays, the idea basically is that Funko decided to make a special event at San Diego Comic-Con. These were special events that you have to buy a specific ticket to get involved in. Normally about $150 plus the cost of the con. So if you went there for a con, you're buying whatever you're buying, and it's a very limited selection to get into this event. It's usually done by invitation only, and you have to have a bit of clout in Funko, in the collectible world, to get into these events. So they're not easy to get into. That being said, they're usually about 150 to 200 tickets per event, and they usually give you a special box, a collectible box. Usually it's when they first started, I think it was 3 pops, and these were special exclusive versions of particular characters, specifically Freddy Funko. They took their mascot of Freddy, and they basically tweaked it to have different characters with his head on top of it with their traditional body. That's the idea they had with there. So that was the idea. And they started doing these Freddy Funkos and some other characters as well, but that was the real thing people liked and gravitated to. Those particular items were extremely low piece counts. We're talking sometimes it could be in the hundreds or in the 30s, 50s, 70s. Very small piece count allocated for them, and they would have command a high price on the secondary markets, your eBays, your Amazons, those sort of ways of getting it. Let me know, Jackie, in the stream, can you hear me okay? Is the sound all right? Please let me know. Hopefully it is. So that was basically the idea. And they started this, I believe, in 2000 and I want to say 17 is when they kicked all this stuff off with. That being said, there's been the box that you're able to take home, or a companion piece to the Funko Box of Fun, was done in 2018. That was a locker, like a school locker, and there were 3 pops in that. But the ones that you got in those lockers, I believe, were a piece of those could have been the same ones for the Funko Days as well. Next year's version of it, the 2019 box, they were completely different. Ones for San Diego Comic-Con were their pops. The ones for home were a different group altogether. They usually didn't cross over. I think there was a few that might have crossed over, but majority of them, they were separated. They're segregated between the Comic-Con pops and the Funday box. 2020, because of the pandemic, there was no box. 2021, they made another box. I wasn't able to get into it because it was an invitation-only box by email. I wasn't able to get into it. This year's box dropped on Friday of last week, and it blew up. This box blew up. I got into it, my wife got into it, and I told her to get a box. The box price, if you were curious, was $80. Actually, it was $75 US, and if you bought anything over $50 through Funko store, they did free shipping on those items. So the box was technically shipping free, except for tax. So the box came out about $80 and change. I got a box, and my wife got a box. So we have 2 boxes coming to us. Excuse me here. Yeah. We're doing it again, guys. Cherry Coke. Cherry Coke for tonight. Let me just close these two windows. We don't need them open anymore. Perfect. Excellent. So where was it? Yes. So we both got boxes, and it was weird. People were really talking bad about what was happening, and I could see their point of view because I have images that I stored, but I don't want to bring up into the chat right now. But when you got into the room to order, I mean, as soon as the box went live, I think it was at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. As soon as the box went live, I was in. Once I was in, the waiting line once you got into it to line to pay to pay out for it was 50 minutes when I got into the line. The line started ticking up into queue again, and we've seen this happen before on exclusive day releases where you're in the queue and you're expecting your time to drop down, but people are jumping the line to get ahead of you, and the time is increasing more and more. And myself and my wife were seeing this. She was seeing it on her phone, I was seeing it on my computer. So we were seeing the time incrementally get higher. Like it went from 50 minutes to 55 minutes to over an hour. I'm like, we're never going to get any product. It's going to be the same thing like we saw for the convention boxes. It's the same song and dance. Funko still hasn't learned from this yet. And then out of the blue, the queue dropped to like 15 minutes. It dropped to 10 minutes. It dropped to 5 minutes. It dropped to 3 minutes. And I was able to buy a box. I got my hands on the Blacklight Bandits is the one I got. And my wife got the proto robots. So what this is basically all about is that let me get ahead of myself. There were the ideas for the theme for this year's box was blacklight battles, and they had 4 mascots. They had the Killer Crowns, they had the proto robots, they had the Blacklight Bandits, and they had the Pop Protectors. And each one of those characters, as you saw on the thumbnail before for the stream, each one of those characters were a blacklight pop. Now, the items that people were thinking they were all going to be blacklights, and I went into this box thinking every single item would be blacklighted, and specifically I wanted more blacklight because I don't have a whole lot of blacklight pops in my collection, and I only have a few. And I said, you know what, the Blacklight Bandits makes sense. Probably the entire box is blacklight, and it's not correct. Besides the 4 mascot characters, there are no other characters that are blacklight in this set of boxes. Not counting the Funko Day box at San Diego Comic-Con, which people are predicting that the set of characters that were released, they're going to do those same characters, but blacklight versions of those characters, hence the idea of blacklight battles. That's what people are guessing. I've done some research from other streamers and other YouTubers. They think that's maybe what they're doing and the approach they're going to take. I'm not sure. I think it sounds true when they might do that. It makes a lot of sense going in that direction. So I got a box of the Blacklight Bandits, and my wife got the Proto Robots. I was thinking they're going to make the box thematic, meaning I'm going to get stuff probably because it's Blacklight Bandits, probably all bad guys. That's what I was thinking. But from looking at these boxes through the Facebook group for the Funko Pop Hunters, which I highly recommend people, if you're into Funko, check out their Facebook group. You don't steer you wrong. You get up-to-date information all the time. It's a couple. It's a married couple, guy and a girl. I've been following them for years. But I was thinking they're going to be thematic. And looking at what people were pulling from these boxes, they're not thematic. And some of them look to be. But looking at like other boxes, they just look to be random items added to the box. So basically, with those boxes of fun, you get a Blacklight Pop and 3 random characters. So I'm going to bring you up an image. I'm going to switch over to my other screen now. And I'm going to bring up the list so far of the confirmed characters. I believe all the characters that are in have been fully confirmed now. And we're going to pull this up right now. Let me go back over here. And what makes, and I'm going to show you the images for these. And what makes it very, very interesting is that these piece counts, some of them are high, some of them are a little bit lower, but they're commanding an extreme price on the secondary market. I'm talking it blew up on eBay. I'm talking it's high, and I'll talk more about that shortly. So let's switch over right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's go over to my display capture, and this is the very first item right there. Let me just move this down real quick here, guys. Apologies for that. Let me just move this. The chat box is a little high. There we go. Perfect. And I'll lock it down. I decided to do something different, Jackie, so my second screen now has the chat, so I can see it. So the first thing we're looking at here, again, every single item, with the exception of the mascots, every item of all of these are all Freddy Funkos, with basically Freddy Funko's head attached to a well-known established character in pop culture. It could be comics, it could be DC, it could be Marvel, it could be Star Wars, it could be movies, all sorts of stuff, and we'll talk about that shortly. So this first one here is a 4,000 piece count. It says Blacklight Battles, which is the theme I was talking about. This first one here is Freddy Funko as Batman. So basically, they took it from the new Batman movie and they put Freddy Funko's head on it. And this one is a 4,000 piece count. And when you start seeing some of these prices, you're gonna go, what the hell? Next one here is Prince Adam. Again, dressed up as Freddy Funko. That's the theme for all of these. Looks great. It's Prince Adam. Next we have Destro. These are, and what I'm giving you is up-to-date reveals as far as I know. I believe all the characters have been revealed so far, except one just dropped about 2 hours ago that people didn't expect, and it's out there, and it's selling for a stupid amount of money. And again, we'll talk about that shortly. We have Destro here, 4,000 piece count. Again, they did a silver sort of head. I can see this, if they did this as a box of fun for the Fundays, I can see them making a chrome head. Because remember, Destro from G.I. Joe has a chrome head. They made a silver-looking head for like Freddy Funko, but I can see them making a chrome version as well. Think of like the Mandalorian, that version for the head. Next we had Snake Eyes. So they took the visor for Snake Eyes, put Freddy Funko's head on it with the, I'm guessing that is probably from the G.I. Joe movies version, because I have a Freddy Funko version, I have a Snake Eyes version, and it's not this body. The buck looks different, meaning, what I mean by buck, I mean the lower portion of the character, meaning from this portion down is different. It doesn't look like, I believe it doesn't look like this body, so it looks different. Again, this is a 4,000 piece count. You're going to start seeing the numbers change dramatically shortly. Hey, Titus, thanks for coming into the stream tonight. Let's see here. Very cool, Rainbow. This was very surprising. The Mandalorian version of Freddy Funko. This is him in the non-Beskar armor. Again, I can see them making a Beskar version of this one, or a full black light version of this one at the Funday, because this was his first outfit. This was commanding a stupid amount of money when it first dropped. When people were first, because you have to understand that Funko's distribution hub is on the West Coast. It's in, I think, Washington. So if somebody lived, close to Washington, they would have gotten their boxes like a day later. So they got this stuff super early, and people were putting these things up for a ridiculous amount of money, and we'll talk about more of that shortly. So you will see the price discrepancy we're talking about. So again, love what it looks like here. 4,000 piece count for this guy here. Then we have one of the rare pops. And what I mean by rare is that some of these had a very low piece count. This is a metallic version of Thor. This is a 1,000 piece count item. I've seen this item going for about $600 to $800 on eBay right now. Again, 1,000 piece count Thor. This is the same pop, but 4,000. So you had the 1,000. So this is basically just metallic. What I mean by metallic is certain parts of the character, like the shoes and the chest portion, are metallic colored, meaning the paint is metallic paint. Like this portion here, the boots. I even think the hammer is also, I believe, Manoran. I can't even pronounce the name now. Drew a blank on it, on the hammer's name. But his hammer, I believe it's probably, even the strap is probably metallic as well, because it looks like the paint here is metallic on the paint. Mjolnir. Finally got it. Mjolnir. So I think either the full hammer itself or just the hammer and the handle is metallic. I don't know about the helm, his helmet. It might be. It probably is the winged helm. It looks like it is, because this is not the MCU version. This is more of the Marvel comic version of Thor on this one. So we have 4,000 and 1,000. Next, we have a really thought after. People want this one bad, and that because remember, I think it was 2 years ago in the 2019 box, they had, I think it was like 24 Freddy Funkos as Venom. and they only made 24 of those, and they go for like $20,000 to $30,000 right now. It's extremely sought after, stupid amount of money on the secondary market. This one is a 4,000 piece count. People were going crazy over this one. They also made a lower piece count of that one. It's a metallic, which is 2,000 piece count. For, of course, Squid Games. If you look here, these are all very popular characters. Carnage, Thor, Mandalorian. You're looking at characters that are extremely popular in pop culture right now. And that's why Funko was smart to make it this way. Very high niche areas, A-tier characters, S-tier characters. People are familiar with these characters. And that's why they went that particular direction. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So this was, again, 4,000 piece count for Carnage. Again, Squid Games, they made both the square, the circle, and the triangle, which was just discovered today. So they are doing the unmasked version of Squid Games where basically he's holding his helmet. They, of course, didn't have the guys taking off their helmet. They get killed in the TV show. If you ever watch Squid Games on Netflix, messed up show. If you've never seen it, I recommend watching it. But he's holding their helmet, which is cool. The normal Pops didn't do that. The normal version of the Squid Game characters, the circle, square, and triangle, never took their helmets off. So Freddy Funko with the helmet in his hands, very, very cool. I'm hoping that someone doesn't get all three characters of the Squid Games together in their box. That would be bad. But there could be boxes out there like that, and people may want that. People may want like the full set. And selling all three together as a lot could get you a lot of money. It really probably could. So again, 4,000 piece count for this one here. Another one here, again, masked worker. Did the other one say masked worker? This one says masked manager, I believe. This one is masked worker for the circle version. Again, we got a 4,000 piece count on that one. Freddy Fresh, not sure what that's all about. Maybe possibly like a Run DMC character. I'm thinking possibly with the outfit or the buck looks. Again, 4,000 piece count for that one. That seems to be the lowest sought after character is this guy here. This one is highly in demand as well. You have Freddy Funko as Han Solo. So the Han Solo version here is, I'm thinking, is probably metallic as well. Probably on the gun, on the lower piece count. Anything that's lower than the 4,000 piece count, apologies for the sore throat. Anything lower than the 4,000 piece count would be considered rare or chase. They have 1,000, 2,000, and I've seen 3,000 piece count. But this looks to be the same buck between the two. I think the Han Solo here is probably going to be metallic, probably on the gun or the blaster, the DL-44. I'm guessing that's probably what it is there. This is big time. The Freddy Funko as Darth Maul dropped, I think, a day ago. People didn't even know about this one yet. Everyone thought all the characters were in and they were done. This guy dropped 4,000 piece count, and there is a chase version of him, which looks great. If I was to pull it, I would be hard-pressed to sell it. Be completely honest. It'd be my most expensive pop in my collection. I would be hard-pressed to sell that glow-in-the-dark version. And there's a glow-in-the-dark version, 2,000 piece count, Darth Maul Freddy Funko. And I have a shot of him, which we'll talk about shortly. Another one here, you had 3,000. Again, this is a rare version for this one here. Danny Phantom. No, I didn't get the box done, not yet. My box is on its way to me. I'm going to be doing a video next week doing the unboxing. Because, again, I live in Florida. They're on the West Coast. Haven't received it yet. That's going to be, I'm going to be doing 2 videos. The first one will be my box. The second will be my wife's box. And I'll be doing those. One will be on Tuesday. One will be on Thursday of next week. So again, we have Danny Phantom here. I just wanted to do this stream to talk about all this stuff because people may not know what this is all about. And the Freddy Funkos that are available, the price that they're having, whether you should buy them or not, give you my opinions of it. So that's what all this is about now. If you thought I had the box, that was an incorrect thought. I didn't try to put that out there. I didn't say anything about that on the thumbnail. I just talking about the Funko Fundays 2022 box. 3,000 piece count here. We have Aang. Aang here, again, 4,000 piece count on Aang. If you're a fan of the Airbender stuff, this might be something up your alley. Again, it looks interesting because he has the blue down arrow, which is what Aang had. This one is commanding a high price as well. Spider-Man as Freddy Funko. or Freddy Funko Spider-Man. This was I only heard of one of these going up on sale on eBay, and it was up there for $2,000. It didn't stutter, $2,000. So ridiculous. Nice little jumping pose here. Comes with a figure stand of him leaping, which looks really good. Glow in the dark version. This is another chase. This would be the glow in the dark version of Tron. They had this reported, I believe, at earlier this year. Was reported this figure for San Diego Comic-Con, and it had, I think, 40 pieces. I could be wrong on the number, but it was, again, low piece count, glow in the dark version. But we have it here on the Funko box, the Funday box here, at 1,000 pieces. Again, this is the last one here. This is the Masked Soldier. This is the last one that was revealed. This is the Triangle guy. So, again, 4,000 pieces for that one. This is the big one that I was talking about. This is the glow-in-the-dark version Freddy Funko that people are going crazy about. This is the chase. This is the pest of the... This is the circuit de la resistance, if you will. This is the one that everybody wants because it's just too damn cool. Super cool. Let me just, that's all the characters. I believe there was 19 characters that they've spoiled and talked about already. Let me just get this ready here. And we're going to drop this. Drop. Oh, there's one more too. Let me go back to it real quick here. It was that one. Let me go back to it here. One last item, of course, was the Carnage metallic version. This, again, is another rare item. Very similar to the other Carnage we saw. Again, same sculpt, same design. It's just metallic paint. That's the only difference. And the piece count was cut in half. So the original Carnage had 4,000. There you go. 4,000. The metallic has 2,000. So be aware of that. Now let's talk about the important stuff. So I'm going to go over here to good old YouTube, good old eBay. Let's jump on eBay real quick here. And you can see what I'm talking about. So as you see here, some of the prices is very, very high. Very, very high for these boxes. Normally these boxes, again, the price of the box was $80 US done. So these boxes are selling now, when they originally launched, before people were selling, before the market spiked, they're about $125, $150. These boxes now are going for $420, $450, $450, $425. I mean, the lowest I've seen so far is $380, $389, $375, $400. They had one here for $229. So far this looks to be the lowest that I'm seeing here. Again, this is real-time pricing, guys, from what's going on right now in the current market. So these are currently being sold. They haven't sold yet. These are either bids or buy it nows. Again, this is all based all on eBay. And I don't want to go too deep here. Again, the idea of it was you get the mascot and you had the 3 random pops. Now let's jump, and this is the box we have right here. This one's selling for $500. Ridiculous, guys. $500. Just stupid money. Just ridiculous money. Now let's go over to what has really sold. You can put anything up on eBay you want, but is someone willing to spend that money to buy whatever that thing is? So I'm going to show you some real world pricing. Stuff has sold today. So one of the Pop Protectors sold for $416. We had the normal Carnage, not the metallic Carnage, selling for a little under $400. So we don't know what he took as his offer. It says $399. The Blacklight Bandits, $383. We have the Spider-Man, which I was talking about here. Sold for $375. The Darth Maul. This is the 4,000 piece count Darth Maul. Sold for $300. Again, another 4,000 piece count Darth Maul, $320. Prince Adam for $250. Destro, a little bit lower on the 185 scale. Snake Eyes, $250. Even some of the Blacklights, the mascots, are getting a little love too. They're going. I've seen them go from anywhere from $60 up to $80. I wouldn't spend any. If you're gonna ask me, Rook, you want to buy one of these Blacklight pops, one of the mascots? How much should I spend? Here's the thing, guys. Before I go into cost, we'll talk about that shortly. As far as the Blacklight goes, $60 to $80. But I would wait. And again, that will go for all of this stuff. Everything you see at eBay right now is just, they're throwing everything up right now. The market is not stabilized yet. Everything is selling extremely high. If you have these items and you want to move them now. If you're trying to move them now. If you're saying, you know what, I'm going to wait for the market to stabilize, and I'm going to sit on it for 6 months, a year, it's going to spike back up. I guarantee you. The market's going to, it's high now, it's going to drop and stabilize, be flat, and then after a period of time, it's going to spike again. I guarantee you that. Many of these boxes of fun that we've seen with these hard to come by low piece count items do that a lot. Especially when you're starting now the 1,000 to 2,000 and 3,000 piece counts do that. 4,000, everyone has those. It looks like to be the standard release, but I don't want to say it's more common than not because these boxes sold out, I want to say in about 6 to 8 minutes. On the when you got, I would say between actually 8 more like 8 to 10. 8 to 10 minutes, all these were sold. Each box, one thing I didn't say is each one of these boxes here, like the proto-robots, the pop protectors, each one of those boxes, the mascot, they made 6,250 pops. So 6,6250 is for each box. And from those boxes, 3 characters random are in that. They could be 1,000 piece, 2,000 piece, 3,000 piece, or 4,000 piece. All random. So that tells you how many characters are sporadic through the entire list of all this stuff. So there's a total piece count of everything, all in, about 75,000 items total across everything. That means all of the blacklights plus all the other characters. Because if you do the math, that's how it equals. Because you only have 6,250 of each box. And that's it. That's all they made. For the Funko Box of Fun. Not for Fundays at San Diego Comic-Con. They're going to get different stuff. They're probably going to get you more low piece count items. They're going to get probably, again, we don't know what's in their boxes. We don't know if they're going to get black lights. We have no clue what they're going to be getting in their stuff. Just so you know that now. Hell, this box right here, this is both the proto-robots and the black lights. So me and my wife have this box, literally this box right here. This box right here is what me and the wife have right here. Sold for $700 right there. We switch over to Tom here. We got someone spamming the chat. Haven't seen that happen in a while. Prince Adam, again, people taking offers. Now right here, look at this one. This was negotiated on this Carnage. This Carnage here, metallic, limited, $1,050 on that one. Limited to 2,000 pieces. 2,000 piece count on that one. As someone negotiated down lower. I don't think he negotiated down lower than probably, he went probably between 900 and 1,000. I guarantee you. He sold that for 900 to 1,000 bucks for that one. Darth Maul normal, $500 that sold. Again, I'm telling you guys, it is ridiculous what people are selling these things for. Ridiculous. Now I want to show you real quick the Darth Maul stuff. Specifically Darth Maul. Just Darth Maul. $400. 300, 320, 500, 800, glow in the dark, $1,500. This is a sold item. This sold today. Someone spent $1,500 on that, on this item right here. $1,500 for that. Ridiculous. Don't know how they did it. I don't know why they did it. It baffles my mind that someone would spend that type of money. Again, as I mentioned before, the mascots, not too bad. I say between $60 and $80. $60 and $80 is about the going price I'm seeing for the mascots. But again, I would wait. I would hold off and wait for people to get their boxes, and you're going to have people who are going to be undercutting each other. That's, if you're looking to get in on a deal, wait. Wait. If you want any of these items, I would wait between probably 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month. If you want any of the stuff that you've been seeing here, any of this stuff, guys, please wait. Don't buy now. It's ridiculous to buy at a price like this. I would hold off. If you have items you want to sell, you could sell it now, but you're going to be undercutting people. So again, the same thing. It's both buyers and sellers. It's going to be in the same boat. People are going to be sniping and trying to undercut each other for these items because they're going to be extremely hot. Because remember, across everything, all these items, there's only 75,000 pieces. All in for everything. That means mascots and all characters for the home version of the Box of Fun. We don't know what San Diego Comic-Con's box has. We don't know what stuff's in there until that stuff drops Thursday or Friday of this week. As far as the recording of the stream, that's what we do now. We know it's going to drop this week. We don't know specifically what characters are in that box yet. So please bear with that. We don't know. We just don't know. So that's about it there. I'm going to switch back to my main camera. Excellent. So that is the Funko Box of Fun. That's the idea of it. Again, it was done by Funko, exclusive through their store. They only made, again, $62.50 per character per box. Again, we have 75,000 character piece count between all the characters that we know of. And it's kind of odd, with that Darth Maul glow-in-the-dark version, it threw some of the numbers off because they were expecting everything to be added in for the triangle version. Everybody thought that was done. And that was not the case. So unfortunately, that did not happen. It's just a shame because people were expecting that to be the whole deal. And that wasn't the case. Let me hide here. We're going to get this guy. We're going to hide this. Cool. Excellent. I hit Tom's. I know, Rainbow, the price is ridiculous. The price is absolutely ridiculous on those items. I would definitely wait, hold off. Again, why the price has spiked so high, that I don't really understand. Because normally the prices that we're seeing at the 300, 400, 500, 800, 1,000, usually that commands a very low piece count. I'm thinking, items that are in the 750. Exactly. Desi, definitely Desi. That was projected. People saw that item months ago and thinking, okay, that's going to be in the Box of Fun at a 42 piece count item. That item showed up in the home version of the Box of Fun that everybody could get, and it threw everybody out of whack. And people were like, what the hell's going on here? This, I can honestly say, if you got in on these boxes, yep, no worries, Rainbow. If you got in on these boxes, congratulations. I think these boxes are the best boxes they've ever got. Oh, someone's going to get banned. Mark, I don't think so. I don't think the boxes are going to drop below 200. I see them, because you might be able to snipe a box. You might be able to get it, because I've seen some of those boxes going 250, 280. So you might be able to do something there with it, possibly. Right here. Boom. Yeah, I put them in timeout. Those boxes at like 250, 280, you might be able to get them. I don't see the boxes staying at 200 because people saw how much value they were getting in these boxes, and they either pulled them down. So we have here, boom, bye-bye. Okay, so we got those boxes for, 250, 280, and as people saw the prices just go through the roof. And I honestly think from what people did is they saw the prices go up, and they pulled their stuff down or raised the price up because they were seeing what the individual items were getting for, and people were selling, and people were buying the boxes that high. I would say keep it at 250, 280. 250, 280 is probably where the boxes may, or maybe 300 might stabilize after all these boxes have come out already, possibly. But the market needs to stabilize. Right now, it's extremely high. It is a seller's market, big time right now. It's not a buyer's. People are selling massively right now. It's huge, ridiculous. I would definitely hold off and wait. Again, wait for the market to stabilize. Wait if you're looking for one specific item. Wait. I don't know if I'm going to get any other mascots. I think the robot one and the bandit, I think I'm cool with. I don't know. Keep my mind. Not sure what's going on with this guy. Thanks, Jackie. It's very ridiculous what the market's turning into right now of why this is going on. Would I recommend? Whoops, there we go. I think they might, Mark. I think they might. Because again, there's 6,200 of these items, and probably people out of all of the boxes, they don't care about that item as much. They would rather move that one. That really doesn't matter to them, at least what I'm seeing. They don't really care about the mascots. They care more about the other stuff. This guy. Cool. Excellent. So I definitely would. Yep. I definitely would. If you want the mascots, again, wait on that too. Hold off on the mascots because wait for the price to stabilize if you're looking to get them. I would say that this year's group of mascots are much better than last year's groups of mascots. People didn't like last year's boxes. They really kind of laid into Funko about it, and I think this year's boxes are night and day better than last year's. If you compare them apples to apples, way better this year's boxes than last year's boxes. Again, they're coming out of the whole pandemic stuff, and you want them to go, big, but I don't know why. I don't know why those boxes, for they did last year's, weren't as good. They decided to, don't know. So, yeah, so that's what I recommend, guys. Hold off. If you're wanting to buy a box, wait. Wait for like a month at least. If you're looking for a specific item, wait. Because again, everyone's going to be trying to flip this stuff. And they're going to keep undercutting everybody. I would look for deals that are buy it nows, or I would look for something that is... I would look for something that is, low bids. You could do that too. There. Boom. Perfect. Perfect. So that's what I recommend, guys. 100%. Exactly, guys. Ignore them. Ignore the troll. Don't feed the troll. So again, I want to thank all the new people who came into the stream tonight. Again, those giveaways are live now. They will be going again until August 1st of this year, of this month, rather, coming up. So I usually put the giveaways up for about 3 weeks, give or take. And again, I pull one winner for each item, continental U.S. only. So if you're interested in those items, please get involved in it. Awesome. Thanks, Jackie. So yeah, that's everything for tonight, guys. Again, apologies for the interruptions in the stream. I want to thank all the people who came into the stream tonight, especially for all the new viewers and subscribers. Definitely like you guys. Thanks for coming in. Hope you guys enjoyed kind of what the Funko Box of Fun is all about. The home version versus the San Diego Comic-Con version. They are two different boxes, and I'm very, very curious to see what those boxes are going to have in it. Are there going to be spillovers from the home one to the San Diego Comic-Con boxes? Don't know yet. We don't know exactly what's going on, what's happening. So it would be cool if there is a little bit of spillover, and it would also be good to have completely different items. Completely different items would be very, very interesting as well. People are predicting they're going to have black lights. I think they're going to have probably all the characters black lights. That's what a couple other YouTubers are predicting as well. The same characters as black lights. So again, guys, that's it for the stream tonight. I want to thank everybody who came in. We're going to be cutting the stream now. Again, with everybody, take care, guys. We're cutting it in 3, 2, 1. Take care, guys, and bye-bye. Definitely going to be banning this Tom Gull.